Oh, welcome, guys. Weren't going to do a live tonight, but I thought, well, why not? So let's see who comes on. It was meant to be 9, but I thought I'll do 8 instead. Just wait for someone to come on. Hopefully, someone will come on. When people come in, just leave a comment or something. It's madness. Right, please come in and leave a comment. We won't tolerate racism, anything like that, really. Just be nice and polite to each other. No bullying in the channel either. I know certain channels do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do come in. Welcome to the Pegasus Show. Please leave a comment, subscribe, anything like that. I'll probably get roughly around 7 or 8 in, hopefully, in the next 10 minutes. Who knows? Shame the Gypsy clan can't come in, isn't it? You're right, Dale Clark. Thought you might pop in. I did say last night that I'm not going to be, might not do one for a little while, but I thought tonight I might as well. Nothing on TV, as they say. I just hope, Dale Clark, that people come in tonight. Yeah, Dale, it's one of them, mate, isn't it, really? Try and make time for things. We've been up to, buddy? You've been to work or anything? Yeah, hopefully. But like I say, I don't do it constantly, so it might take a little while. Oh, gym buddy. I've just been working, mate. That's all I seem to ever do. But it's nice to have some downtime, you know. But I feel like going to the gym again because I've put on a bit of weight. It's the problem. That's what happens, isn't it? I suppose all the stress in life. But yeah, gym is really good for mental health anyway. Really, Dale? That's funny. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He always does, doesn't he? Where'd you come from again, Dale? I'm in Hertfordshire. Northamptonshire. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not bad there. I've been through it a couple of times. Is there any problems up there with migrants and everything else? It's probably all around the UK, isn't it, really? just wait a little longer. Hopefully, people come in. 'Cause it's a bit, you know. I don't go through town to be honest. That's fully fine. Yeah, same as here, Dale. Terrible, mate, isn't it? It's all round here as well. But the government don't seem to be doing anything. Hope you didn't vote Labour. I voted Reform UK. Big up Nigel. Brilliant guy. They should be closing our borders. That's what they should be doing. But Keir Starmer wants all our borders open, an open border policy. Dale, you've got to vote, mate. That's the thing. You've got to vote because if you, that one vote might be important, you know, to another party that we want in. But unfortunately, Labour is only going to get, you know, obviously getting again after 14 years because, you know, it's fixed. It's all fixed. It's either Conservative or Labour. No other party seems to get in. Starmer strikes me as a bit odd. His facial expressions don't change. But yeah, I know, Dale. He used to be head of the CPS, didn't he? So yeah, he's very corrupt, that guy. But then again, I've got to be careful what we say, haven't we, in case we get thrown in prison for 2 years. Yeah, Dale. Yeah, big up for that one, mate. It's got to be, you know, all day long. Reform UK. But Labour doesn't seem to be realising, you know, that a lot of immigrants are hurting people. It's like in Wales and everything else, they're building complexes for them. What about our British homeless, you know? Yeah, Dale, you know, the problem is us taxpayers seem to pay for that. Yeah, that's all right, you know, we'll pay for you to put us in jail just for being truthful, you know. But this country don't like the truth. You know, it's, well, you can't really call it a country, really, to be honest. I'm British through and through, unfortunately, but I don't want to be British. It's just the way it is, isn't it? I wonder where everyone else is tonight then. Seems to be slowing down tonight. Oh yeah, Dale. I don't know if you saw Gypsy's his live stream earlier. Apparently, he had 300 or 400 people on there, which that was funny because the same comments were coming up. Mad. I noticed the counts are going to crap in 2016. Country going to crap in 2016. I work for an agency for the Eastern Europeans. Sure, at least they are Muslim, but their attitude stinks. Yeah, I know. A lot of foreigners don't know what they're doing. That's the problem. They don't speak English. Now, if we went to another country and we wanted to work, we would have to speak their language. You know, you couldn't get around in life without speaking their language. So I don't understand for a British country to be accommodating these sort of fools. I just don't understand it. I mean, I'm not being funny, but like Deliveroo or Just Eat and all them people, they're illegal. They've got no papers. Half of them don't even speak English, or most of them. You know, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Near me, Dale, um, there's a mosque, and I think it's once a week. I'm not too sure. They're all piling out of this mosque in skirts and dresses and stuff, and with their bowler hats or whatever they are, and You know, they walk in front of you. It's like they own the country. And this is what we've got to prevent. You know, we don't, yeah, I'm all for immigration, but on a legal scale, not people who go around killing people or terrorizing people. And if that's against the law, I don't know what is. You're illegal for a reason, and now if you're illegal, you should be locked up and detained, and then deported. Simple. I mean, we can't go around the roads or walking up the street calling everyone different names because we'd get arrested because it's illegal. It's crazy. I have to make way for the groups of foreigners walking along the street. It's like, learn some manners. Yeah, I know, they don't have any manners, Dale. They really don't have any manners, mate. So it's shocking. And we let these people in our country and they call every Brit lazy. It's like, what? The government are British. Well, I thought so anyway. We didn't have World War One or World War Two to mess this up, but obviously, you know, we've got a few corrupt government officials in there, but we've got to follow their lead. It's mad. It's a different mindset, isn't it? They abuse the pointlessness that Brits tend to have. Yeah, it's true, Dale. It's disgusting. I don't know if you're, are you 100% British? You probably are. I think you are. Um, you don't want it in your own country. You really do not want it in your own country. It's not on. Yeah, I thought you were, Dale. I used to work with lorry drivers when I was a lorry driver myself, and every time there was Polish, Romanian, people like that. You had to show them how to drive a lorry. They had a HGV, but they didn't know how to drive one. I mean, work that one out. There's many a times that even in the Arctics, I mean, they're easy. Well, to me, they're easy to reverse onto the loading bay and things like that. But I watched a foreigner do it, try to reverse onto a loading bay 8 times or 9 times, and then I had to get in and do it for him. Yeah, it is, Dale. Civil war's coming, mate. It's approaching really, really fast because the law are against us, and the police should be working for us because it comes out of the public purse. But still, they still deny things. I couldn't do that job myself because I'm too honest, and it's like honest people get burned. You know, it's madness. I don't know how people get brainwashed or anything. To be honest, I really don't. I mean, this country, it was the best in the 80s and 90s. It was brilliant, lovely country. United Kingdom was beautiful, but now, no, there's too many woke, you know. But we're the little people. We don't have a voice by the looks of things. But we vote them in, but we don't have a voice. Strange that, isn't it? And people are too scared to say anything because they'll just get locked up and shoved in a cage for 6 months, even though it's against their human rights to do so. Just doesn't make sense. You feel like you're living in Germany or Russia, you know? Yeah, it's not the country I really, really recognise anymore. It's not a country I was born in, you know? And it's a shame. So if a Brit has the money, I would advise, if possible, leave because it's not going to get any better. Yeah, I know. Dale, yeah. I mean, me and my missus are thinking about moving over to Spain. You know, it's just not a country you can be happy in. It's really not. For all of us people, without falling out with each other, unite together and just, demonstrate peacefully. That's all we need to do. Oh, are you, Dale? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm 47, so, you know, like Gypsy always says, I'm a bitter old man, but an old man is like in their 70s, 60s, 70s. But the problem is, Gypsy's bitter at 32. That's pretty bad. And if Jade does watch this by any chance, Gypsy's other half, I will apologise. But the problem is, you're a brilliant mum and you're a brilliant cleaner. You're a brilliant houseworker. Yeah, it's just your other half that's the yeah. Anyway, we won't go there. But Jade Ayres or Jade whoever, um, nothing against you, love. All right, but yeah, that's to Jade anyway because I'll go against her. But she does. She sticks up for Danny too much, even though he's doing wrong. But I will say she's a good mum. She could do a lot better than a boyfriend, must admit, but that's just me. I remember seeing a photo that Davin posted that. Jade was smiling. Jade was... Yeah, I know, Dale. It's like when me and Live Free dropped Gypsy Order to UK off a cut 3 or 4 years ago now. I first met Jade, and she was a nice looking lady. But she looked like she was controlled a bit, like she weren't herself. Like she was drained. Because all Gypsy Order to UK does is sit there, call everyone mentally ill except himself, and let Jade do what he wants. But Jade is probably scared of the guy. He probably is. Let's face it. You know. And I do apologise, Jade. I don't try and get you involved, but Gypsy gets everyone else involved. But I have a lot of respect for you as a mum, as a parent. You're doing your best. You're a good woman. You've just made mistakes in finding the wrong blokes. That's all I can say, really. Oh, and you're not a gypsy. I know that. Yeah, I know, Dale. I don't think he knows how to use a vacuum, to be honest. And if he does, he probably uses it in the wrong way. You know. But that's just it, really. Bless him. But let him lie. Let him carry on being the way he is. I mean, he's 32 and he's a compulsive liar. I mean, excuse me. Um, he's a liar. Yeah, well, yeah, that's 6 children, Dale, really, isn't it? Because Danny's never going to grow up. He'll never get a job. Um, he's unemployable. He really is. If Ash Phillips is watching, why don't you come in and sprout your balls? Really, shit. Yeah, Dale. To be honest, I don't know how Gypsy's a father myself. I really don't. I just don't understand how he's got kids. It's quite shocking. Yeah, Dale. I mean, he said he was in prison for 5 years, 8 years. Sorry, behind the door. He went there 8 years. He's probably done about 3.5, 4 years, and rest on license. Um, yeah, but who looks at CVs now, Dale? Hardly anyone. No, well, I tried to like the guy a little while ago, a few days ago. There's nothing likable about him. I don't like talking to liars. I never have done. And yeah, he's just a compulsive liar that don't realise that he's doing wrong. And then he begs, and that begging's ugly. Very ugly. And look at the state of the guy anyway. Come on. But I didn't want to make this channel about Gypsy because obviously, all right, it brings me views and stuff like that. I'm not really bothered about all that. I don't think Danny could get a job. Let's face it. What? Well, he could probably get a job in Wenzel's or Greg's, maybe McDonald's or Burger King or KFC. He'd probably eat all the profit. Yeah, Dale. Problem with Danny is, right, he only blocks people that he knows that are telling the truth about him. He hides from the truth. He's a wrong un, and he says everyone's got mental health or mental illness. But I'm sorry, but there's mental illness there. He don't seem to get it. I mean, I looked today, right, on QQtube, sorry, and YouTube subscribers and all that kind of stuff. And it's 38 cents to buy your live views, right? Which is 70 people, 100 and something people. So obviously he's paying for it because who's going to watch him eat? Or who's going to watch him with his kids in a park? Who's going to watch him playing a game on computer at 32 years old? There's something wrong with him. And everyone can see it but him. But it's like Jade. She's controlled and brainwashed by Gypsy. I don't like saying Gypsy because he ain't no Gypsy. He can have a cry and a moan about it, but he's not a Gypsy. He's definitely not a Gypsy. You watch his videos are fake. I mean, the one film that he made or something, an auditor was with him. He edited like certain things into the video, which I thought was quite clever. But it was all cheap stuff. It weren't brilliant at all. He'll probably pay for 90,000 views now. Yeah, he even said I have mental health, and I think he referred to me as a weirdo, which is a compliment from him, I guess. Yeah, no real adult male would want to watch him. It's pointless. Yeah, exactly, Dale. All he does is bully. He says stuff. Oh, you've got mental illness, or because it's against his narrative. If he knows if he knows what it means. But he calls me mentally or bitter old man and all that. But hang on a minute, a bitter old man? You're having a laugh, and yeah, I'm only 47. His dad was something in his 50s when he died. Is he a bitter old man? Of course he's not, because Danny says he's not. Yeah? It's madness. He can say things about you, but you can't say it about him. No, he can't, Dale. He's on universal credit. That's the thing. He's on universal credit and child tax credit, I think. But he shouldn't be on it. He shouldn't be on any of it because he calls YouTube a job. It's not a job. What, talking crap? Talking crap is not a job. He walks up and down to the shop to get loads of chocolate bars and then goes to McDonald's and all that, and then he gets 300 views with 300 people in the live stream, which is a load of rubbish. Then he gets about 70,000 views, and it's like, how? And then there's no comments on his videos. It's madness. Yeah, they do, Dale. That's unfortunate, mate. We have to pay for these, people, and it does my nutting. It really does my nutting. Right, I'm going to wait a little while, Dale. I'm going to go for a cigarette break because I don't smoke in the house. Um, and then and then I'll be back. But hopefully you come back, Dale, and hopefully I'll get a few more in here. But it's lovely to see you again, mate. And I'll speak to you in a bit. Hey guys, sorry about that. Just had a quick break. Did you see the cesspit stream? See the cesspit stream? YouTube was fighting trolls and Fit called out several people and cracked himself. No, I didn't actually. No, I don't know if you watch. What's it called? Buzztex. He's strange. He's really strange. I still don't get him at the minute. I really don't. It's weird. Yeah, Buzztex is really weird. Thanks, Dale. Yeah, it's still not many. Well, I mean, there probably won't be for a little while. People are probably in different countries, different times. You don't? No, I saw him the other day. I saw him the other night. I mean, he was doing some kind of chase, and he like set things up like so it looked spooky when it was a couple of his friends trying to set things up. It was like a ghost, like driving after people. It's quite funny. Mostly insects was all right, eh? Debatable. Very debatable. I didn't really have a lot to do with him, to be honest, because he used to troll a lot of channels. I know Danny Gypsy Orders UK worked with him once. Didn't really know him. Mostly insects. Didn't really like Gypsy, and he didn't really like a few others. Probably me as well, but I don't really care. But yeah, he didn't really. He wasn't the sort of person I'd like to watch all the time. He was quite depressing. So yeah, it's a shame he died. Yeah, I agree. All that malarkey. A couple of whenever it was when he died. And I had his family come in and everything else. Um, Dale, yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, he was intelligent, sort of. He did lie a lot, though. Yeah, Dale, he did have demons. He had a lot of them. Um, he had addictions to drugs. We all have addictions to certain things. Still not right with someone dying, but he was too young to die, really. But some people make it their own journey. People say, "Oh, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, and all that." Well, a lot of people do, and there's a lot of alcoholism, a lot of drug abuse out there. Yeah, depression's bad, Dale. To be honest, mate, it really is. I've suffered with it for many, many years. I've got PTSD, but the stronger kind, like excessive PTSD, where I sweat, shiver at night, and stuff like that. I'm really bad sometimes. I got diagnosed with that in 2005 when I had an accident and someone died. So it's affected me in a massive way. And then my mum dying 4 months ago, yeah, that set me back a bit. But it's going to win it. I mean, at least I hold my hands up and say, yeah, you know, when someone dies you love and close to, it kills you inside. I hope PTSD is more manageable now. You can't really manage it, Dale, to be honest. It sort of manages you, if you know what I mean. I mean, you see all these news reports. Oh, no, it's all right, Dale. Thank you. Appreciate that. Um, what was I saying? PTSD, yeah. You self medicate. That's the problem. There's no cure for it. I do smoke, a bit of, the magic cigarette now and again. It calms me down, and I think they should legalise it in a massive way because it does help. Helps you sleep, helps you process. It still blocks things you don't want there. Do you know what I mean? But I'd rather not do it. But everyone's got an addiction to something. I used to be addicted to the gym years ago, when I was boxing and stuff. And, when you get older, you start slowing down. You just, a lot of tragedy happens in your life, and it's just the way it is. I'm sure you've been through some traumatic stuff. A lot of people have. But people call it an excuse or mental illness. It's not a mental illness. Well, it is, I suppose, it's mental illness, PTSD. Um, a lot of people use that as an excuse. But I find that I get really angry quick. Um, and I have a go at people when I know I'm in the right, if you know what I mean. Like, not controlling, but just sort of, I get tempered up. I show a different emotion before, like other people show other emotions. It's weird. I'm all for it. If it helps you, mate, I'm all for it. Hopefully they legalise it, but if it's a food for you, they probably won't. Yeah, I know, Dale. It's people abuse it. I must admit that. Peter, I've done it in the past. I think people abuse it a lot because it sort of stops you feeling sort of low. It doesn't all the time, but it does at certain times. It's weird.
And my nan died, didn't
And then my partner's nan died as well a couple of months after my mum. Yeah, so we haven't had really a good time with it. We went to Spain. Well, we went to Mallorca in June for 10 days. I always try and go abroad. We try and go abroad quite a bit. Um, it helps the mind. When you get away and stuff like that. But I didn't feel that it was my right time to go away, but I had to. What do you think of the stereotype? Men don't cry and shouldn't cry. I think it's already, yeah, it is. Dale, I mean, if like me, if you were with me now and you were, I was a mate of yours, best mate or whatever, and you sat there and you said, I need help, or you started crying, I wouldn't judge you on that, mate. I mean, I've cried in many a times in front of people. It makes you more of a man to cry, you know. So if you didn't cry, you just build all that hate and stuff up inside, don't you? I mean, I'm good at giving advice, but sometimes my partner's probably thinking, yeah, all right. But it depends. It really depends. Yeah, thing is, Dale, you don't get out of that sort of mindset even when you're away because that person's still gone. Do you know what I mean? And you're close to them, and she was like my best mate, and like my nan was, and she died a few years ago. But it's it's horrible. It's not nice at all. Wouldn't wish it on anyone, really. You never know until it's gone. But yeah, men should definitely show their emotions a bit more. Definitely. If people aren't hard who show, hold their emotions, but people think they are, it's weird. It's just the way we, you know, humans, aren't we? I mean, sometimes at funerals, I can't show me any emotions. I can show them, you know, before I couldn't, but now, I don't know. It seems like now I'm older, I seem to show it a bit more.
you?
Let's just hope they are in a better place. I mean that sincerely. Thanks, Dale. So do I. She was in a lot of pain, mate. In a lot of pain. I would go through it, but it's too painful for me. So, and I watched it, and yeah, it weren't nice.
Quite nice for both of us, was it?
No. Yeah, I'm sure you have seen many UFC fighters or boxers trying to show no. Yeah, I have. Do you know what, Dale? Right? When was it? I think it was in night. Uh, 1994, I had my boxing match, and I remember that it was in a hall, um, somewhere in Hertfordshire. I won't say where. It was like a boxing hall, and I had my first fight. This bloke was really strong. Not kidding. He was heavier than me. And when I was that age, I was obviously quite, quite healthy and fit. Oh, I won't put on weight, that kind of thing. But and then he broke my nose, and I was crying my eyes out. I was like, "Wow!" And then the bell rung, so we sat down and got all watered up and stuff like that. And I was like, "Why did I cry?" And maybe the pain, I don't know, but I did cry because I thought I'm going to lose. And then I think I beat him on the fourth round, so I was quite happy with that. But it's because I got bullied at school many years ago, and that's why I started in that sort of field. I'm not. I don't condone violence. Of course, I don't. But in a boxing ring, that's fine. But certain people deserve a good old kicking.
I know two people.
Yeah, me and all. But UFC fighters, I didn't really have much to do with. Um, Boxers, yeah, obviously, that was in my fighting range. So, but I did win. I won about 11 fights and lost two. I think it was, or three. Can't remember that. But I did quite well for my league anyway. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed tonight.
Don't worry, mate.
Dale's in here, so that's good.
He's alright. Hi, Dale.
Don't know if he's gone.
Don't know. I thought I'd just shout hello.
11 fights, not bad. No, it's quite good for me. Trust me. But I still have that temper, you know. Yeah, Dale. My missus, Miss Pegasus, said hello. Yeah, he said hi, Miss Pegasus.
Hi.
I could call you my top fan, Dale, couldn't I? You're the only one seems to be in here now. Hang on a minute. I'll. Right, hang on. Bear with me. Um, yeah, when you're next in here, Dale, I'll make you a mod because I'm sure I'll get a lot more as time goes on. But yeah, I'll sort that out for you, mate. I think you're quite good. You're always in when I'm on.
What's
Yeah, it's good support from you, mate. I appreciate it. No, you're welcome. Uh, Bear with me. Hang on. Dale, what I'll do is yeah, I know, Dale. It's a bit weird this one, isn't it? You know why? Because I don't pay for them. I don't pay for my views or my live views. So that's probably why. What I'll do is I'll try and make you mod. Because I haven't done this for a while. So I'm just gonna have a look. Um, Yeah, I'll definitely do it for you when I get off the stream, mate. And yeah, and when I'm back on, I'll put you on. If you want to come on live, I don't think you come on live on panel, do you, Dale? There used to be 5 other people, but no one's typing. Gypsy's group, like. Really, John? Oh, welcome in, mate.
What's that?
Gypsy's only gone and banned me again. He's probably banned me and all, mate, to be honest. He don't like the truth. Oh, God, didn't. What's that got to do with that, John? Come on. No racism in here, mate. Dale's a brilliant guy. He's a good support for my channel. Yeah, why did you get banned anyway, John? Did you say that, or did you say more than a sausage roll? And he sort of got the or a burger or a cheeseburger or something. That's funny. Yeah, Dale, he does, mate. No, I know Dale. Known him for at least 3 years.
See my Ash?
Yeah, do you know Ash Phillips, John? I think you do, because he comes on Gypsies quite a bit, doesn't he?
Oh, boys.
Lick each other's arse. You know?
Oh, no.
God knows, Peg. I think it was a culmination. Yeah, John. Yeah, it has to be, doesn't it? You know, he's an absolute Fruit Loop. See all them the live views that he gets about 300 people in his view. He's live, and he only has about 12. No, John, Ash Phillips, stay well away. You know, just stay away from that guy. He's bad news. He doxes people's address. He's a horrible bully. He's got a lot of problems. I think he's got the same mindset as Gypsy Auditor, though. He seems to have. They're both not correct. You know, they're not wired properly. They're both unemployed as well. It's crazy, isn't it?
I was going to say, with Ash doing that, we had to move, and he scared the children as well. So that's what an arsehole he is.
Yeah. I mean, it was either me going into prison. You know, otherwise I'll go to prison for him. I would. I would, John, to be honest, mate. John, Gypsy is a stay-at-home dad. Yeah, when he wants to be a dad. You know, he's never there. It's Jade that seems to do a lot more.
Jade does everything.
Well, Jade, yeah, does everything. And all Gypsy does is eat the fridge.
All them sausage rolls.
Didn't know gypsies were such pigs. Obviously in his world, they are. You know, oh God. Yeah, Gypsy Auditor, my God. What else can we talk about Gypsy Auditor UK? It's getting quite funny now.
The way he twiddles with his hair.
Yeah, John, I'll tell you what, I don't know how, I think Jade's blind. I think she's blind at the looking at him, you know. I mean, I don't know what tit she milks, but it's either the left tit or the right tit. But he is a tit. You know? I mean, you imagine Gypsy Auditor UK wearing Jade's bras. It's about the same size, I would have thought.
Oh,
No offence, Jade.
They'll fit him soon.
Yeah, they'll fit him soon, definitely. Pegasus, I seen a video of Danny, I think, last year in a stream about fighting you on High Street in Slough. He said, I imagine it didn't materialise. Oh, no, it didn't, Dale, and I'll tell you why. I went on, I was trying to, he had blocked me, so I couldn't really do anything about it. So I had to do like recordings of videos to try and sort of talk to him, which was a bit strange. And then every live he did, he was saying, "Oh, he won't turn up," and all that. And I was trying to turn up, but the problem was he said that we were fighting at a boxing gym in Slough. I rang them; they didn't even know about it, right? And then obviously we need a license to fight anyway. That's just the way the law is. You need a license. That's why I asked him to meet me in in a backfield, but he didn't, because that's my license. At the end of the day, Danny, I offered him £500 if he won't turn up as well, and that was on a video. But he didn't want to take it. He wanted the £500 first, and I thought, well, I ain't paying you £500 before we've even done it, am I? Not that stupid. But he wouldn't take it because he knew that he'd get a bit pasting.
And he asked me.
Hmm?
And he asked me.
What?
About telling me to give him the £500.
Yeah, he was telling my partner to try and tell me to pay up, and it was like, well, I'm not paying up until I'm actually in the ring with you.
And that's brilliant as well.
And he said that I'm not allowed to video. I'm not allowed to video while we're boxing. Only he can. So it just shows, what is it? Coerce controlling. He does that a lot with Jade. I'm sure you have seen Danny's laughable training videos, lifting weights with crap form, etc. Yeah, I know, he can't. He couldn't even hit a punch bag. And he didn't even move. It would crush his ego, Pegasus. Yeah, I know, John. It's absolute mental. And trust me, guys, I'll never ban you on here unless you're racist or there's violent outtakes on here. All right? Coerce control. That's it, John. If you're rude in any way for us and everything else, then you're fine. Coercive control. Yeah, that's John. That's basically what he does to Jade. His fitness lasted a week. Yeah, it didn't even last a week. I think it lasted about 6 days, 5 days. Look at the state of him now, though. I mean, I've put on a bit of weight, I know, but Christ, he's put on about 3 of me. Mind you, no, probably not, because I'm quite big built anyway. I'm a little bit chubby, but it goes with age. No, Dale wants that 500 just to do a run. Yeah, Dale, he would have done, but the problem is, I knew his address. Still got his address. I would never use it or dox it in any form of way, but I've still got it on my sat nav when I went down to see him, pick him up for Live Free. He gave me a tenner for petrol though, which was funny, but I've probably paid him anyway. But yeah, he's an absolute loser. Dale, can you see John? I don't know if Dale's gone though, John. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stream tonight. Depends on certain nights, depends what's happening, I suppose. But like I say, there's no point in buying like 200 live views. You're welcome, John. Dale, you still there? John's asking me. Dale. He's probably gone, John. He's probably gone for, I don't know, probably a nap. They're not, John. They're not at all. Yeah, I remember that Danny Ayres fight camp when he was training. It didn't last long. No, it weren't really training. He was out in the back, his own council house back garden, lifting a chair and all that, and a steering wheel. And I thought, what are you doing? It's not the way to, because he can't afford the gym, you see. Well, if people donate He's got so many people watching him, and they haven't donated him one penny. Only 20 quid, like two idiots did.
They can't afford the gym because that's the loads of food and feed the feed is stacked up.
Yeah, but I mean, it must cost a fortune. No wonder his kids are skinny.
Yeah, but that's fed them up.
But yeah, no, in the Danny Ayres household, there's no limits on food by the looks of it. So if there's any homeless out there, I do apologise.
What about their way? They don't eat.
Yeah, like I say, Dale, it wasn't really fighting, mate. It's just ridiculous. Right, I'm going to go on another 10 because I'm going to wait until certain people turn up, but I don't think they're going to. Yeah, I decided to block John because of his initial message. Yeah. I didn't see that, John. Um, I can't see anything.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. No, I know Dale. Known him for at least 3 years. Danny Bands on the Street.
Somewhere.
Where is it?
You put about me being black.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dale. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't agree with that myself. John, you got to wind your neck in on racism, mate. Black people are welcome, mate, and any colour shouldn't bother you really. As long as they're polite in the channel, Dale Clark's top guy. I'm happy. Yeah, that's fine, Dale, mate. If that's what you think, yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I blocked him anyway, Dale, for you, mate. I banned him. Yeah, sorry, mate. I should have really thought of that. To be honest, I didn't really think. I did think that was a bit bad. Well, if he's black. Well, what's that got to do with it? We're human, aren't we?
Don't be sorry.
That's right, Dale. No. I protect people who are racist. If people are racist, they don't belong in here, do they? Skin color doesn't matter. The personality does. And that's what you got to think. But you're fine in here, Dale. I know you were first in when you come in, and you're the last out by the looks of it at the minute. It's terrible. Really, this is why I don't do lives that often. Because nothing really goes on.
I'll see if the cards is coming yet.
I don't know if Gypsy Auditor's on now.
I'll have a look on it.
What are you doing to the rest of the night, Dale, anyway, mate? I know, Dale, he's probably annoyed because he got banned off Gypsy's, but I have seen him on Gypsy Auditor's channel. Yeah, I'm just doing a live, Dale. That's it, mate, really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end the live in a minute because it don't look like there's many people coming on.
And I've got nothing there.
And my partner's got to go to bed early. I've got to go to bed early as well because I've got to be up at 5:30 in the morning. So I appreciate you, Dale, big time, mate. And I'll sort the mod out next on the next live. I'll try and sort it out once I come off live. So I do trust you. Change. Oh, was it? Yeah, he used to come in here a lot. I believe his initial name was James, or on sub. I don't know if he changes his name or not. Yeah, I think he's got a few. I think he's got a few accounts. So yeah, I know James Jameson and all that. Yeah, I remember because James Jameson come on here quite a few times. Yeah, that's it. Dale, yeah, you got it in one, mate. You really have. Um, yeah, it's not good, really. But yeah, give us a like, Dale. I know it's not many likes, but hopefully next time we'll have a few more. Might be the time because I did change the time at the last minute. So it might be something to do with that. It don't matter though. It don't matter. Been on an hour or just over. But anyway, Dale, take care, mate, and everyone else, and I'll speak to you. I'm hoping I'll probably do another live on Saturday.
Bye.
Oh no, Dale. Yeah, don't worry about it, mate. But yeah. But anyway, I'll speak to you soon, and I'll see you. Hopefully, you're on Saturday as well with us. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Respect and take care.